Down in the place to be. Forget your cares and the more, most definitely.
What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're taking a look at one of my favorite things to take a look at. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jazware's Pokemon Battle figure set of Oddish, Umbreon, and Chimchar, and then whack-ass Pikachu, Magmar, and the freaking GOAT, Turtwig. Holy crap. For those who don't know, Turtwig is my favorite starter ever. Like, ever. And it's my favorite evolution line, ever. I just really, really like Turtwig. I think he's adorable. I like turtles. And I think that the whole evolution, from, like, to him, the Grottle, to Torterra, just golden all the way through. And, dude, Chimchar's up there, too. I think they were with Piplup. And they already made Piplup, so it's great to get these two. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the packages here. Taking a look at the package here, you can see that's pretty standard. You get to see that the other figures are on the back there. Still need Geodude and Duskull. They're the only ones back there that I do not have as of now. So if anybody has a lead on where I could get them, that would be super appreciated. Nothing really on the side. Obviously, it's a clear package. And then the back of the other 3-pack is the same. There's the barcode for the 3-pack with Turtwig, Magmar, and Pikachu. And then there's the one with the other 3. So, if you couldn't already tell, I'm extremely excited to get my favorite starter and one of my favorite Pokemon ever out of the package. Plus, the other ones are pretty cool too. So, let's go ahead and do just that. So, the only accessory to speak of with this is you do get this collection sheet, nothing on the back. And then you get to see what Pokemon they're made or coming out with. I do have Lugia. I got him for $5. Crazy, right? I do have Scyther. I always I hear people say it differently, like Scyther. I'm pretty sure it's Scyther, but that's what I call it anyway. And then Magmortar. Oh my god, he is awesome. I need him. I have all 3 of them now. They seems like they're going to be doing clipping goes for them. But all these battle figures up here, I need Marl, Axew. Whew, that is awesome to get. Who does he evolve into? Shit, I forgot the name. Let me know in the comments. I can picture him. He's like the giant dinosaur with the giant axes on the side. Dude, it's going to bother me. I'm so bad with remembering names. And then these 2, they look awesome. Luxio, I feel like I saw him and didn't get him before, which makes me a little upset. So I need all 4 of them. But Magmortar, he's high up on the list. But I'm hoping that we get the evolutions of them in Fernape in the Pokemon Select line. Golden, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's about it that you get for accessories. But taking a look at the pile of figures themselves, we're going to start from the least favorite to the favorite. It's just kind of how we roll it. So obviously we're going to get this little piece of shit out of the way. Pikachu. Do you have to put Pikachu in every fucking battle pack? Every single one of them? Like, really? Do you have to? Because I understand that he's like the staple Wolverine, Batman, Spider-Man, soups kind of character, but like, fuck. Too many of them. Looks fine, I guess. Next up on the list is Oddish. Now, Oddish is a really good Pokemon. But I think I have one already. So, Jacob, this is going to you, buddy. The paint is pretty clean. He's cute. He sits. Good. There's really nothing else to talk about with this guy. So, Oddish. Next up, Umbreon. Now, this might be a hot take, but I'm not as big as an Umbreon simp as a lot of people are. I think Vaporeon is the best evolution, but that's just me. Let me know what your favorite evolution is. Taking a look at the head sculpt here. It looks great. It's clean. It's painted pretty well. I like the little mouth in there with the circle on the head. The tail doesn't move, which be careful about that because I thought it did, and now I got like stress marks on there. But the paint could be better, but I know yellow is hard to paint, so maybe that's just why. But the circles are painted pretty good. They seem like to be a tempo. The body looks good. They got huge legalies on the bottom. Luckily, you just get some rubbing alcohol, acetone, get that right off. As far as articulation goes, you get a big ball joint at the head, so her head moves all over the place. Looks great. Really, really like that. So you get some pretty good range on that. I don't know why they couldn't plug in the ball joint on the tail, but whatever. And then all the legs just swivel. So she's not really going to do much in terms of posing, but, you know, there's a little bit. So you can kind of get her doing different things just a little bit, but nothing Nothing crazy. The three-legged pose is a little difficult with her. You kind of, you know, got to move it around. But, you know, I don't really think people are going to be trying to pose this like crazy. So for what it is, it looks great. Next up is one that I wanted to be better, but for unbiased reasons, I had to put it in here. Chimchar. I love Chimchar. This is my favorite gen. Was it Gen 3 or 4? I think this was Gen 4. But, oh man, the paint is just terrible on him. You got scuffs all over. Giant smudge on the back of his head. And it's like, whatever, it's on the back of his head. But this is terrible. Look at that on the paint on the leg. The ears aren't painted symmetrically at all. That's not, the paint didn't go where it needs to. There's a little scuff in there. It's just, it's not painted well at all. The sculpt is good. He's cute. He's Chimchar. I love the choice of Pokemon. Obviously, no articulation on these little guys, but man, that's frustrating that he's painted that bad. I can clean that up a little bit, but I shouldn't have to do that when you don't have a figure that has any articulation. It's only for the paint and sculpt, and I feel like you need to do the sculpt and paint good. The sculpt is great, like I said, but the paint is just terrible. Oh man, that's really bad. But yeah, no, I do really like Chimchar. Second favorite Pokemon, but I have to be unbiased, and this is just not a good paint job. Next up, we got Magmar. Ooh, he is awesome. The paint is super clean on him. It doesn't match exactly with the sculpt. They did sculpt like a little line for the flame, and it doesn't match perfectly, but the paint is clean. Like, if that makes sense, like, it's not where it's supposed to be, but it looks clean enough, so it's, like, not bad. And that carries through all the way. It's pretty clean, a little scuff there, nothing crazy. His flames on his tail look good. He's such a cool design. Is he like a duck or a dragon with a butt for a head? Like, if you just saw that, you're thinking, whoa. And then he pops up. I love the sculpt on the arms. He's got, like, all his fingers. They're painted very cleanly. Yeah, and then his eyes are painted good. Kind of wish they sculpted the eyes. It's weird that they sculpted the flame on his belly, but not his eyes. They're just painted. A little line would have been nice for that, but he's like, more. So cute. I like the little collar piece that he has on him. His little legs, they're painted black. They look nice. Could get a little bit of acetone, get rid of that too. But yeah, he looks great. I love the sculpt on the arms. In terms of articulation, get a little head swivel. Then you get a rotation at the arms. That will go all the way if you pull the arm out enough. And then they hinge. No feature for this, but it's just a hinge and swivel. So you can kind of get them like, you know, with like a fire. Oh, he looks so sick. He's so cute. I love the little spikes on his back and the little nubbins there. Looks great. Really, really like Magmar. I like the articulation. Doesn't need to be anything more. Except maybe some leg ball joints would be cool. But just at the hip, I don't know why they didn't. Looks like they did, but it's definitely not a joint there. So, yeah, Magmar. Then you already know Turtwig's got to be number one. Look at him. The paint, again, it doesn't line up with the sculpt that they put, but it's not as bad as... objectively, it's not as bad as Chimchar. Chimchar's is really bad. He has a little scuff on his little shoulder there, but the carapace is painted pretty good. He doesn't have a plastron, but the carapace is pretty good. He's got a little scuff there, but he's like a little shell. He's like a little big guy, bro. Look at his little head. I love him. And then you get the little twigs. So cute, so good. I love the colors, and I love getting this generation of Pokemon. In terms of scaling, here they are next to NECA's Silicon, and then Peely from Jazwares as well. Give Jazwares more licenses, guys. I'm telling you, they fucking kill it with what they have. I think we got a sleeper hit company here. Then you got Darwin and Batman. I don't really know if it's a 6-inch or a 7-inch scale line. I think either way works. Like I say with these figure videos, every time I do them I just wish that the scale was a little bit better. And then here we go with Zombie Cat. But I also recognize that this isn't necessarily an adult line, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I do wish the scale was a little bit better. So at this point, you're probably wondering, but not wondering at the same time, yo, Ant, what are you thinking of these figs? And I gotta say, guys, I love them. I'm very, very happy to have these new Pokemon on the shelf, especially Turtwig. I'm running out of space for where I'd like to put my Pokemon figures on my main display, because my main display at school, I like to rotate all the little Pokemon, so I'm going to have to switch out a couple. I'm looking at them now. Teddy Ursa, he's kicking rocks. Scorbunny, or not Scorbunny, Score. He's out. should be enough. Yamper, he might be gone. But anyway, I really, really like these figures. I already gave my ranking on them, like in terms of which one I like the best. My biggest complaint with this line, I have 2 complaints. One, I wish scale was better. Actually, I have 3 complaints. I'm sorry. Scale sucks. Right out the window. Like, Lugia is way too small, but then, things are way too big, and just Lucario for the select line was way too big, but then they kind of hint that these lines are, like, the same line, so it's, I don't know. It's all over the place with that. But with things then I think the paint could be cleaner. Like, it does bother me that the sculpt doesn't line up with the paint, especially when you don't have articulation. It's like your focal point is the paint, so if you don't do that well, it's like, what the fuck? And finally, I wish they would pack more Pokemon. I'm really tired of getting the same freaking Pokemon recycled over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But then the ones that are like crazy expensive, like that the lion and the weird like crystal guy. I'm terrible with the names, but I really like them. But they're like dummy expensive, but they won't re-release them. So it's like, what are you doing here, Jazwares? Come on. So anyway, that's my little rant. I'm sticking to it, but at a price point of $14.99 a pack. I don't think that's terrible. At least that's what I paid. Found these at Walmart. I'm going to go ahead and give them a 7 out of 10. For those complaints that I just had, I wish that they would change them. But if they did, this could be an easy 10 out of 10. I don't need crazy articulation for little guys like this. This is more than enough for me. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm all right with that. So, I believe that's all I got for today. If you've not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot over there and I have a lot of fun, and I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You copy? See you guys next one. Peace. We got Turtwig. Oh my